Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Hey, on the table today, I got a very nice little piece that I picked up recently in an antique store. And this is a Slimline Trapper. And it is made by Monarch. It looks like it's model 2201 and Japan. So just a little bit of research shows that, Monarch is another brand, kind of an offshoot brand of Saber. And if you're familiar with Saber, Saber was kind of a line put out by Cole National. And Cole National was out of Cleveland. And actually, at one point, Cole National owned K-Bar. And I think I have a K-Bar knife that was made over in Japan also. Now, I know with the Saber lines, they made, they had them manufactured, some of them here in the U.S., some in Japan, I think some in Germany, some in Ireland. They had them actually made in factories around the world. But this is a very nice slimline trapper. We've got jig Delrin. I originally thought it was bone, but more I look at it, and then after looking online, it looks like it is Delrin. So this is our condition. I think we got plenty of meat on the bones, as they say, with this blade. It's been used some, but there's plenty of use left to it. I look at our back springs here. They don't look, like really rusty, but they are very dry. So the walk and talk's not the best. So I was just thinking here, maybe we can sand these off just a little bit, maybe. Try to smooth them up a little bit. See what we got on there. We're going to do an initial cleaning on this, and then we're going to let her soak in the mineral oil. Let it get all lubed up again. There. Clean that up a little bit. Back spring doesn't look too bad. But looks like the blade needs to be cleaned off here just a little bit. So we'll start with our number 7 heavy duty rubbing compound, and let's get started. Let's clean up this little old gem here. Get it back into working order. What a fantastic find. I do think I have a case slimline trapper, so maybe at the end here I'll break it out and we'll kind of compare the two. But for now, let's get going on this bad boy. Well, look at that already. I didn't really notice any rust on it. I think we're good in that regard. Oh, that's cleaning up beautifully. Yeah. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Okay, I won't give up my day job. I won't give it up. Wow, what do you think? That didn't take much, did it? Got some scratches in on the blade. Like I said, it has been used some. So, but that's okay. Now this is going to be hard to do, where I don't hit the covers. Okay, that's a pretty good start on this. Let me see here. I got some. That's the 600. What do we got? Some 1000 grit. I think I'll just hit that back spring real quick with a little sandpaper. It's awful hard to get that felt pad on there to where you're not hitting the covers. Just see here. Just go over it quick. Oh, that makes a big difference. Oh, right there. That's gonna, oh, it's coming off. Almost missed that, didn't I? Oh, but it cleaned right off. Yeah. And we check in here. That don't look too bad. We'll see after we get some oil in there, but it's a little stiff. Maybe we get her oiled up. She'll open and close a lot better. So let's give her a soak. Well, now I got her out of the mineral oil and we're looking good here, folks. And listen to this. Ho ho, we got that walk and talk back. Just needed some oil down in there. She was all dry. Wow, look at that. Listen to that. Okay. So this is where we're at right now. Now let's check down in here, see what we got down inside. I'm going to use just a little bit of the rubbing compound and clean down in the channel a little bit. See if we can get, see if there's any dirt or anything down in there. I don't see any. Well, let's just check it out using my emery board here. And, oh yeah. See what we get. It's pretty clean in there, isn't it? I think this, oh yeah. I don't really see anything down in there. Get the light, little light here. Look at that. Yeah, very nice and clean. It sure is. Okay, let's just hit these blades again. See if we can get a little bit more of that off of there. Clean it up just a little bit more. It probably doesn't need it, but I'm going to clean the blades one more time. And then we'll throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner. And then after that, back into the mineral oil. And we'll do some final checks on it, and maybe I'll have some more information about this particular knife that we can go over. And oh yeah, I need to break out that case knife too. So maybe we can kind of compare just a little bit. So let's just get going. Okay. Looking even better after the second time around. Oh yeah. Okay, now for this back spring, it's so thin here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of my conical shaped ones, and I had a viewer ask a question on this. This is when you buy these felt pads, you can buy them at Walmart. And in a little pack there'll be like 1 or 2 of these type wheels, and then 2 or 3 of these smaller wheels, and maybe 1 or 2 of these cone shaped. It's just a felt pad. Now the last time I bought them in bulk off of Amazon, so I got a whole great big bag of them, and it's a lot cheaper to get them in bulk. But if you just got like one knife you're working on, you can go to Walmart and pick up these little felt pads. So as you can see, you can do a little better precision with it. I'm just always concerned because if you hit these Delrin covers and a lot of the other covers, if you hit it, even though it's just felt, it will dig into it sometimes and mar it and scar it. So we just want to make sure not hit the covers. So we'll see if this does a little better job here. A lot easier because you can see there I'm actually hitting that brass liner and cleaning it off a little bit better. Looking better. These ends are kind of hard to do sometimes. Okay, you can see it actually hit the brass liner and cleaned them off pretty good. Well, this is cleaning up wonderfully. Now, as far as the shield, it doesn't look too bad, but you can always take like a Q-tip, a little rubbing compound, just use a Q-tip to clean it off. Now you see this one's raised up out of there just slightly. I could probably use this, but it's not worth the chance of slipping off of it and messing up the cover. The pins don't look bad, but if you had some pins and they didn't look too good, you know, again, you can just do it by hand like that and clean it off. But like I said, that shield's looking pretty good the way it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it into the Sonic cleaner, and then we'll take a look at it when we're done with that. Okay, just use some warm water and a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid. And we can see we got some cloudy water. It doesn't look like there's much dirt in there at all, does there? That dirty water is probably just from the rubbing compound cleaning off the knife. Be careful, Tom. We can see some dirty oil coming out of there, not much. Now, this may not have been necessary, but I guess I've just gotten to the point where I've got the sonic cleaner. It was a great gift from a viewer, and I've got it, so I might as well use it. There's just something nice to know that you're starting out with, or before you store something away, you've got a nice clean knife. So, yep, I'm going to wipe this off then, wipe the water off, and we'll throw it in the mineral oil. You always want to follow up with that to get rid of any of the moisture that's in here. That oil will force the water out, the water and moisture out. And then we can come back and finish this knife up, and it is just looking wonderful. Well, this knife is sure looking pretty good. Good old Monarch. Now, Monarch was another line along with Saber, and I did find a little bit more information out about the Monarch, just checking the different knife forums and that, in the chat rooms. So it seems as though, of course, Cole National was the parent company, and it seems like they were started being made in the 60s or so, and they were made by the combined companies of Schrade Walden and Ulster. And then sometime in the 70s or sometime in that time period, the production switched over to Japan. Now, I don't know how long the Monarch line lasted, but I do know the Saber brand hung around for quite a while. And as something that I have often said here on the channel, production has moved from country to country. So in Saber's case, I think they had some made here in the U.S., and then production was shifted to like Japan, maybe even Taiwan. One member of one of the forums talked about that they had a Monarch or a Saber that was made in Ireland. So that would indicate probably Imperial was making the knives for them for a while out of their Ireland plant. And of course, at the end, they were being made in China. So, this production just shifts from country to country as, let me see here, as these companies try to find a cheaper and cheaper place to have them manufactured. So, like a lot of manufacturing, it just shifts around. Yeah. Before I polish on that, this is one other Slimline Trapper that I have, and this is a case. And this is out of the Ictus series. And that's got the smooth purple curly maple. So, just gorgeous covers on this. I think the Slimline Trapper is kind of a underrated pattern. Because if you want to carry a single knife with a nice blade to it, nice long slim blade to it, very good, very slicey. Peeling apples, cutting up apples, anything like that. They're not big, bulky, or anything. Just check them out here. You can see the case has a little deeper groove down there on the clip, but kind of neat knives, aren't they? I do have a buck trapper that everyone refers to as a Slimline Trapper, although Buck never called it a Slimline. But yeah, so just thought I'd show you another Slimline there. Okay, let's just hit this up real quick, see if we can finish these bolsters up. Oh, I didn't get that pad on. That didn't screw on straight, did it? There we go. Still a little wobbly. Let's see if we can get a little extra shine out of it. You know, for the most part, for the time period and the budget, why, this Monarch seems to be pretty good quality, decent quality. See what we got. Covers are in excellent shape. The shield looks good. It's not all bent up or scratched or anything. Alright, let's just try these bolsters one more time. Although they're looking pretty good. All right, this knife came out wonderfully. It sure did. Oh, I love it. It's nice to get them cleaned up before you get them stored away. Looking good. Looking really good. This knife has pretty decent walk and talk. Now there's a little bit of a drag when you get right about there, but nothing terrible. And that might smooth out if I just played with it a little more bit here, but yeah, what a wonderful knife. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video and taken a peek at such a wonderful vintage knife. So until next time, have a very delightful day.